Was it a bad look that LeBron didn't take the shot and the Lakers win, the last shot?
No, that wasn't a bad look at all. It's a bad look to ask this question. This is a pretty weak question, but I will use my strength to answer this weak question, Acho. I know you suggested this. Here's the thing. The goal is to make a winning play. I don't give a damn by hook, by crook. I don't care if the mascot comes out here and makes it. If they don't say, hey, 6 men on the court, that's who should get the ball into the basket. But, you know, it's interesting. This is supposed to be a bad look on LeBron, but this wasn't a bad look on Michael Jordan, nor should have ever been a bad look on Michael Jordan when we heard of Steve Kerr and John Paxson getting the ball in those winning moments. Or winning moments when Magic Johnson had to pass it to, well, look at his options, Kareem, Worthy, Byron Scott, even, or Larry Bird had to pass it. Oh, McHale took the last shot. I dare you, McHale. You got Dennis Johnson sitting there. You got Parrish sitting there. The point of it is when you have these type of options, you have to take full advantage of it. Right now, we're talking about Anthony Davis, and Anthony Davis is the top 5 player in this world. Anthony Davis may be the best player on the Lakers this year. LeBron feeling snubbed about his MVP, may not even be the team MVP. So I want to put some focus on Anthony Davis and show you guys how clutch he is. Full screen king time and show you this clutch gene right here. Highest field goal percentage on shots to tie or take the lead in the final 24 seconds. Last possession of fourth quarter or overtime. Whoa! I see Anthony Davis's name second on this list. So when you know this, when you know the metrics, you know the analytics, you know your teammates, you know your personnel, yeah, a play designed for LeBron doesn't mean you have to do it with all intents and purposes. You can practically go out there and shoot it with a guy who's this clutch in Anthony Davis. Give him his credit, y'all.
Oh, where to begin? Look, it's a bad look that my MVP and the most experienced player in this series was a non-factor and a spectator on the last play of the game. I agree with you, Marcellus, in the examples that you gave. But you have to be a factor. He never even raised his hand or made a move.
He's a decoy.
And I would give him an out if he was looking in the direction of AD and said, you know what? AD's coming off wide open. I don't want to mess that up. But if you watch the play, he doesn't know what's going on with AD. He has no idea that he's coming open. So the idea that LeBron doesn't take the shot, okay, I'll give it to you. But be a factor. Be at least a decoy. Now, the other side of this is, considering how the final 5 minutes went, I don't know that it's necessarily a bad decision on LeBron James's part because he was so bad up until that last 2.1 seconds. Last 5 minutes, I counted 3 turnovers, 2 missed shots, and 1 air ball 3. If he wasn't feeling like he wanted to take that last shot, I understand it. But that ultimately comes with the territory. So at least do something. The fact that he never even raised his hand, he never made a move, he didn't go to set a screen, which is, I've had conversations all morning with people in the NBA about what were the Lakers trying to accomplish? Why was Anthony Davis saying this was a play for LeBron James? Did LeBron just decide, you know what, this ain't for me, I'm going to let AD take it? But I would want LeBron James in these situations to be at least acting like he wants the ball, and I didn't see any of that on this play.
Man, all my notes have me agreeing with Marcellus.
Good
but
note.
this isn't an agree with Marcellus type of day. So I'm really going to go ahead and kind of straddle the fence a little bit, Marcellus, although that is a pivotal sin on television and sports television specifically. Here's my issue. To Slick Rick, I do agree with the point of LeBron didn't even call for the ball. Like, he didn't even try to go get the ball. That is my pivotal problem with LeBron James. We have to remember the debates, at least the barbershop debates are this. LeBron James, is he truly clutch? Is LeBron truly the winner in winning moments? My issue with LeBron is the best shot for LeBron isn't the shot that LeBron takes. The best shot is whoever actually has the best shot on the court. Whereas you look at the greats in any sport, the best shot for them is the shot that they take. At least that's what Jordan would have said. That's what Jordan, in fact, does say. However, because they hit the shot, now I'm with Marcellus. Because the fact of the matter is this, LeBron, he knows his strengths. He knows his weaknesses, Slick. So I can't be mad if LeBron does understand in that moment, you know what? I've gone cold. AD has scored our last 10. Let's trust the hot hand. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to be a decoy. If nothing else, it speaks to LeBron's greatness in that Plumlee, who has no reason not to run around. It wasn't even a screen. He has no reason to try to switch except for the fact that LeBron James is LeBron James. So I'm torn on this one. Should LeBron have called for the ball, at least try to go get the ball? Absolutely. But at the same time, LeBron has the wherewithal. LeBron has the common sense. LeBron has the humility to realize, you know what? I gone cold. The objective here is to win the game. I'm 22-0 when I take 2-0 series leads. I realize if we do win this game, this series is all but over. He made the right decision, so I'm not going to slight him for that one, Slick.
Yeah, look, stop with this lazy argument about the barbershop is the high IQ moment which we dictate all sports arguments. I understand we have them in the barbershop, but there is a time when you can get up and say, hey, dog, I know you didn't finish this cut, but I got to go. This is ignorant what we're talking about right here. Look, Jordan passed a ton in clutch moments, but still at the barbershop, they still talking it while they cutting you up. I ain't trying to hear it. That's why I don't go to barbershops. Here's the thing. LeBron was cooking in the first quarter while AD was chilling. LeBron had 12 of his 26 in the first quarter. AD had 12 of his 31 in the fourth quarter, to Slick Rick's point. But then you get down to this last possession where Caruso shot a three that went under the rim. I ain't never seen, like, Caruso, hey, bro, you ain't ready for this moment just yet. You're nice, but you ain't ready for this yet. And then you get a situation where Plumlee gets glued to LeBron, goes under the screen. You know why? Because it's LeBron. Sometimes you ain't got to try to do it all. LeBron's presence, you ever seen that before? In football, we know we do this a lot. We ask a quarterback just to go out there in the Wildcat just to take up a defender. What you going to do on the play, coach? Nothing. Just be out here is enough for us. LeBron's presence on the court was enough to have the impact that allowed AD to make that three-pointer with a late closeout by Jokic. But the point of it is, let's not take a slight at LeBron, like we never should have took a slight at all the other greats who have benefited from this moment, from having other great players around them. And last time I checked, some of those guys didn't even have top 5 players in the world around them. AD's clutch, he's top 5. He should have been able to take the shot and make it like he did.
Marcellus, here's the great distinction. I'm not going to give Mason Plumlee the out that because it was LeBron James, he immediately ran to him like a magnet, because LeBron James wasn't providing any fear in that situation. That's my issue. Do something that makes me think you're a threat.
Slick,
if you
LeBron
don't put your
always
hand
provides
up,
fear, Slick.
Thank you.
LeBron always provides fear. Like if I'm walking through a park and I hear Rottweiler barking, I don't need to know the history of that rot. I know it's a rot. Okay, I'm scared. So I don't need to know if that rot has a criminal record or not amongst dogs. Slick. I know he's a dog.
That might be for you, but I'm telling you that NBA teams looking at this situation, if LeBron's not on the move, they're not nearly as worried about him in a half-court set. And this situation where they set it up. They put Mason Plumlee in, essentially, so that they could prevent LeBron from making the slip to the basket. Now, he's going to end up having potentially a smaller guy on him, and he's able to cut to the basket and then get the shot. If he recognized that Plumlee's on the floor and now it's big on big, so that play doesn't work, I'm all good with that. But you still have to act like a decoy. All these comparisons to Jordan not taking the last second play. But we saw in every one of those huddles, we've got it. We've got it on tape. Him going, Steve Kerr, be ready. Because you know what? Because I'm going to look for my shot, and if it's not there, I know that I'm going to pass to you. Those were designed plays. Now, if this was a designed play from the start for AD to take it, I still want LeBron pretending like he's trying to draw some attention. Oh, by the way, can you the one with the
we got to go to commercial break right now.
Can I see that?
I did hear we late.
Can we look at the other names on that list?
What's wrong?
Can we look at Al Horford as?
And now he got us. Now he got us.
No, he doesn't got it.
What shot has he made? Pau Gasol.
It's right
what
there.
What game winner has? I'm sorry. Like this needs context. I assume these were regular season games. against the Charlotte Hornets, or I don't know who they were against.
All it shows
And
to me,
did they
Slick Rick, is
actually
that
win the
perception
game?
is not reality. And a lot of times at the barbershop, look, as great as Kobe is and was, rest in peace, Kobe, Pau Gasol's right there. You know why? Because even Kobe, Mamba mentality, had to, hey, Pau, help me out a couple times. Jordan.
We need to do another show.
Okay, well, we can do it, man. I'm just saying perception is not reality. Respect that.
Here's what is reality, Marcellus. You said something earlier, and of all this, the only thing that's important, if you're in the middle of a haircut, I don't care how ignorant the statement is, do not get up.
Oh, I'm out.
Make sure he finishes that cut.
I can't hear this ignorant.